I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out, the second-year man from UCLA, drafted number 10 overall. It's Josh Rosen.
180. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
On 2nd and 10, Rosen. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On first down, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Lions. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. There'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Lions under second-year coach Matt Patricia. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And now the offense for Detroit.
And we take a long look at Ezekiel Elliott, who led the league in rushing 2 out of the last 3 years. Certainly built to handle a huge workload. He led the league in total touches a season ago.
Draw play, Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Big stop, G. Bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Good break up, man.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Luck. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rosen off the play action. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Oh, heavy Lion pressure here, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7. Vikings
Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Pick me up. Here we go. Kill.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And shedding through the tackle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, 5. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big run there by Johnson. 64 yards on the ground. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 7. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Third and goal. Rosen. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We got to step it up. 51's a mark.
On first down, Luck. And that's complete to Adams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that's Elliott, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is taken at the 23. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Rosen hands off to Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
A gain of a yard makes it third and 11.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Detroit getting set to go now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. These two teams all tied after one. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Championship, baby. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Draw play. Rosen to Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sheldon Vikings on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw is Rosen, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Rosen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it with Johnson.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rosen looking to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And the tight end Olsen, right side. That one a first down pickup of 8. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, we got number 53. 53.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now the second down throw on target, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Lions.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second down.
On second down, Elliott. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Luck now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Tackles. Quick dance. Go.
Now Rosen on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. It's Rosen. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
That's how we do it.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Johnson's got it complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Rosen now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They give to Johnson going right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been the UCLA man, Josh Rosen, with the strong 1st half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Luck. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this belongs to the Vikings.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Luck now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Off of play action. Luck. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Luck. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return from the Detroit touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here.
Go, go, go.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Landry now on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
That's how we do it, baby.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Locke now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, MD, guilty there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing again is Locke. That one complete to Elliott. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. They go to Elliott again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Mostert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing his line. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Vinatieri now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rosen. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the gun on third down, Luck drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
A 3-yard pickup.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Luck. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little
they?
extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about
Personal
6
foul.
across the 30
Face
to the
mask.
31.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's good. For the Vikings. First down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd
I got
and
you.
11. At the 40.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's get this.
And now it's Rosen looking. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And caught left side, Olsen. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Wait a minute. I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Dang, baby. Look out. Training. 59. All day, baby. All day.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So Josh Rosen in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:39 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now Rosen looking to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rosen, complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen to throw, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Rosen off the play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Let's go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.